If you pray the Rosary daily, your life will never be the same. I'm not just talking about heaven. I'm talking about miracles right now, real blessings in your home, doors opening where everything seemed impossible, protection over your family, healing for what hurts, and prosperity where there was lack. The Rosary isn't just a promise of eternity, it's transforming power for your today, for your tomorrow, for every person you love. I know you're tired. I know you've tried to pray so many times and got lost in the middle of the words. Maybe you're carrying pain that nobody sees, financial battles, family struggles, emotional burdens that are suffocating you. And in the quiet of the night, you ask yourself, is there a real way out for me? The answer is yes, and it's in Mary's hands. Pope Francis and young Saint Carlo Acutis are interceding for you right now. Carlo only lived 15 years, but he discovered the secret. The Rosary is the most powerful weapon for those who want to reach heaven and win on earth. He saw miracles, lived in constant grace, and wants you to experience the same. This prayer is going to change your reality. By the end, you won't be the same person anymore. Right now, touch your heart and say, Mary, I accept the miracles that come from heaven into my life. Teach me to pray. Do you know why so many people start praying the Rosary and give up halfway? Because they treat prayer like an obligation, like a checklist of words to repeat. But Carlo Acutis discovered something different. The Rosary isn't repetition, it's relationship. Every Hail Mary you pray is a step toward Mary's heart. Every mystery you meditate on is a door opening for you to understand God's plans for your life. When you hold the Rosary in your hands, you're not just completing a ritual. You're creating a sacred space where heaven can touch you, speak to you, heal you. Carlo prayed the Rosary every day, not because he was a saint, but because he wanted to become one. He knew that habits shape who we are, and he chose to create the most powerful habit there is, meeting daily with his best friend Jesus through Mary. Think about it now. How many times have you tried to change on your own and couldn't? How many times did you promise to be different and life pulled you back to the same place? It's because you were fighting with your own strength. But when you pray the Rosary, you're not alone anymore. Mary walks beside you, intercedes for you, fights your spiritual battles. Pick up your Rosary now, even if it's broken or forgotten for years. Hold it and declare, starting today, I'm creating the habit that changes everything. Mary, walk with me. Maybe you're going through the hardest moment of your life. That problem that seems to have no solution, that illness that won't go away, that relationship that's destroyed, that bill you don't know how you're going to pay, and you've tried everything, but nothing has changed. That's exactly where the Rosary shows its true power. Carlo Acutis used to say, whoever holds the Rosary never walks alone because Mary walks with them. He wasn't talking about theory, he lived it. In moments of pain, temptation, fear, the Rosary was his direct line to heaven. And you know what happened? Miracles. Unexplainable peace. Solutions that came out of nowhere. Visible protection. When you hold the beads of the Rosary, each one becomes a step out of the hole you're in. Each Hail Mary is a stone thrown against the enemy that wants to destroy you. Each mystery meditated is light entering the darkness of your mind. The Rosary isn't just prayer. It's a weapon of spiritual warfare. You have enemies you can't see, forces working against you, your peace, your family, your dreams. But Mary is stronger than all of them, and when you call on her through the Rosary, all of hell trembles. Right now, wherever you are, raise the Rosary like a sword and declare out loud, every evil that came against me is destroyed now. Mary, I am protected by your mantle. Did you know that when you change, everything around you changes too? Your family feels it. Your children notice. Your home breathes differently. The environment where you live begins to be touched by the grace you carry. Carlo Acutis understood this deeply. He didn't pray the Rosary just for himself. He prayed for the whole world. And you know what happened? His mother, who was Catholic in name only, converted watching her son pray. His father found faith. Friends changed their lives. A 15-year-old teenager, through the daily Rosary, transformed everyone around him. Now imagine, what if you did the same? What if instead of trying to convince your family with words, you won them through prayer? What if the rosary you pray today was the key to your husband's conversion, your wife's, your children's, your parents'? Carlo's secret wasn't perfection. It was consistency. He prayed even when he didn't feel like it, even when he was tired, even when it seemed like nothing was changing, because he knew every saint was built by the habit of not giving up. One day of the rosary is already powerful. 1 week transforms. 1 month creates miracles. 1 year changes generations. Make this decision now. For the next 7 days, you're going to pray at least 1 decade of the rosary. Don't think about quantity. Think about faithfulness. Say, Mary, I choose the consistency that generates miracles. There's an invisible battle happening right now for your soul, for your future, for your peace, and you feel it, don't you? That anxiety that squeezes your chest out of nowhere. Those bad thoughts invading your mind. That feeling that something is pulling you down, pushing you away from God, stealing your joy. You're not imagining it, it's real. But you know what else is real? The power of the rosary to destroy those invisible chains. Pope Francis always said, the rosary is the shield against evil. And Carlo Acutis proved it by living in constant state of grace. Even being a modern young person, with computers, video games, friends, but with the rosary always in his pocket. Every time you feel that suffocating anguish, that despair that seems to have no name, stop everything and pray 1 Hail Mary, just 1, and see what happens. Your breathing calms down, your mind clears. A supernatural peace takes over you. This isn't coincidence. It's Mary acting. The enemy hates the rosary because he knows he can't defeat someone who prays it. That's why he distracts you, makes you tired, puts 1,000 excuses in your head. You don't have time. This doesn't work. Pray later. These are lies to keep you weak. Right now, break the silence and pray out loud. In Jesus' name, every spiritual attack against me is destroyed. Mary, I consecrate myself to your immaculate heart now. Have you noticed how everything in your life seems to go in circles? The same problems come back. The same fights repeat. The same financial difficulties show up every month. You work hard, you fight, you try. But it seems like there's an invisible ceiling keeping you from rising. This has a name: generational curses. Spiritual patterns that come from generations back and keep you stuck in the same cycles. But today you're going to discover how to break this once and for all. Carlo Acutis knew that the rosary doesn't just protect, it sets you free. Each mystery meditated is a key that opens ancient locks. Each Hail Mary is a blow to the chains binding you and your family to a past of pain, poverty, sickness, separation. When you pray the rosary with faith, you're not just asking for blessings for yourself. You're breaking evil pacts that were made before you were born. You're canceling hell's contracts over your bloodline. You're closing doors that have been open for decades. Did your grandmother pray? Did your grandfather have faith? Or are you the first generation to truly seek God? It doesn't matter. From the moment you decide to pray, you become the circuit breaker. You're the one who stops the curse and starts the blessing. Declare now with authority, every generational curse is broken over my life and my family. By the power of the rosary, I'm starting a new story. Mary, I am free. Have you noticed that the most successful people in the world have morning rituals? They wake up early, they meditate, they plan their day. But do you know what the most powerful morning ritual is that nobody tells you about? Starting the day with the rosary. Carlo Acutis did this. Before anything else, before checking messages, before eating, before studying, he gave the day to Mary. And you know what happened? The day flowed differently. Temptations lost their strength. Decisions became clearer. Relationships improved. Even his studies were more productive. Why? Because when you give the first hours of your day to God through Mary, you're saying, today isn't mine, it's yours. Lead me. And she leads. She opens doors you didn't even know existed. She puts the right people in your path. She diverts you from danger before you even realize the risk. How many times have you left home stressed and the whole day was chaos? How many times did you wake up anxious and everything went wrong? This isn't bad luck. It's lack of consecration of the day. It's going into battle without armor. The morning rosary is your spiritual armor. It's the shield that protects you from enemy arrows all day long. Those who pray before leaving home return victorious. Tomorrow, before picking up your phone, pick up your rosary. Pray at least one mystery and say, Mary, this day is yours. Guide my every step. May nothing separate me from God today. There's a wound inside you that never healed. Maybe it's the betrayal of someone you loved. Maybe it's the loss of a loved one that still hurts like it was yesterday. Maybe it's the abuse you suffered and never told anyone. Maybe it's the rejection that marked your childhood and still defines how you see yourself today. You learned to live with that pain. You pretended everything was fine. But deep down, you know that wound keeps bleeding, contaminating every area of your life. Your relationships, your decisions, your ability to trust, to love, to be happy. Today, Mary wants to heal that in you. Carlo Acutis lived briefly, but understood a deep truth. Every Hail Mary we pray is a heavenly balm poured over our deepest wounds. Every mystery meditated is spiritual surgery that God performs on our soul. The rosary doesn't just protect and liberate, it heals what's broken inside you. When you meditate on Christ's passion in the rosary, something supernatural happens. Your pain finds meaning. Your suffering is united with His. And in that union comes healing. It's not magic. It's grace. It's the love of a mother who knows every tear you've cried and wants to dry each one. Hold the rosary against your heart now and allow yourself to cry if you need to. Say, Mary, I give you all my wounds. Heal what's broken in me. Restore my soul. You've made it this far, and it's no coincidence. Of the millions of people in the world right now, you were chosen to receive this message. God knew you needed to hear this today. He knew you were at your limit, thinking about giving up, thinking nothing would change. But something has already changed in you. Can you feel it? That peace that started touching your heart while you were reading this prayer? That small but real hope that was born inside you? That growing certainty that the rosary is the key you were looking for? Carlo Acutis was only 15 years old when he went to heaven. Leukemia. He could have rebelled, questioned God, abandoned his faith. But you know what he did? He offered all his suffering for the church and for the Pope. And when he was dying, he said, I'm not dying, I'm being born into heaven. Where did he find this strength? In the daily rosary he prayed since childhood. He's in heaven now, but his mission continues to make you understand that holiness isn't for spiritual superheroes. It's for you, for those who fall and get up, for those who doubt but keep praying, for those who are afraid but choose to trust. The rosary you're going to start praying now is the same weapon that made Carlo a saint, and it will make you a saint too. Make this sacred promise. Saint Carlo Acutis, intercede for me. Teach me to pray with your love. I promise to pray the rosary starting today. This is the decisive moment. You don't need to become a saint overnight. You don't need to pray the complete rosary today if that seems impossible. Start slowly. Start with 1 decade. Just 10 Hail Marys said from the bottom of your heart. Because the secret isn't in the quantity, it's in the quality. It's not about repeating words mechanically like a robot. It's about opening your heart and talking to Mary like you would talk to your own mother. It's about feeling every word. It's about letting that prayer penetrate deep into your soul and do the miracle only it can do. 1 decade prayed with your heart is worth more than a whole rosary prayed with a distracted mind. Carlo Acutis knew this. Pope Francis lived this. And now you're going to live it too. Every day you choose to pick up the rosary, even if just for 5 minutes, you'll be building the most powerful habit of your life. Little by little, the rosary will become your source of healing, your liberation, your peace, and not just yours, but your whole family's. Because when you change, your home changes, your children change, your marriage changes, your story changes. Remember the promise I made you at the beginning. Real miracles, blessings now, doors opening, protection over your loved ones, healing for what hurts. This will happen because the Rosary never fails those who pray it with faith. Hold your Rosary now and pray your first decade from your heart, slowly, feeling every word. And then write in the comments, I accepted the grace of the Rosary. Mary transformed my life and my family. Share this video with those you love. Someone needs this message today. St. Carlo Acutis and Pope Francis intercede for us. If this prayer touched your heart, leave a comment for you and your family. If you need a personalized prayer, share your situation. This channel's community will intercede for you. Help this faith channel grow, and please subscribe and give a like to this channel and never miss these powerful prayers. And never forget this message from Pope Francis. We must do good to everyone, beginning with those most in need.